Hey, what's up guys? This is Andy and today we're gonna learn how to play one of my all-time favorite songs, which is Dust in the Wind by the band Kansas. Alright guys, so this song is basically one of the most famous songs for acoustic guitar and is also an excellent exercise for anyone who wants to practice fingerstyle guitar, and I teach this to my students every time and with great success. You know, it's just a great song to practice. So basically the song, the parts we're gonna look are intro, verse and chorus of this song. The first part is the intro and is made basically of two key chords, which are C major and A minor. Right, so the C major part is made of C major, C major 7, C add 9, back to C major. So our fingers on the left hand are staying in the same position. All we're gonna do is just move one single note to change to the next chord. So we got this nice change. So the first one is C major, then we lift up our first finger and we go to C major 7. Then we put our little finger on the 3rd fret of the B string and we play a C add 9. And then we go back to C major. So first chord, second chord, 3rd chord, back to 1st chord. The right hand plays a particular fingerstyle pattern, which is this one. We're gonna start with the A and B strings together. Then we're gonna go to the D string, the G string, A string, B string, D, G. So we got again A and B together, D, G, A, B, D, G. So it will sound something like this. And that pattern stays the same for the whole intro. What we're gonna change are just the chords. So the right hand plays the same thing and we're just gonna change the positions with the left hand. Right, so that's the C part. The next part is played in A minor. The first chord, though, is not A minor, is A sus2. So it's played like A minor, but without the first finger. So that's A sus2. Then we go to A sus4, which we are going to play just by adding our little finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. Then we go to A minor. Back to A sus2. So it will sound like this. Cool. So let's play both parts together now and let's see how it sounds. Cool. So that's the first part of the intro. And then the second part, we go back to the C chords, but this time we're not starting with the C major. We are starting with the C add 9. Okay, so C add 9, C major, C major 7, and C add 9. So the chords are basically the same, but they are inverted this time. Then we go to the A minor bit, and this time we're not starting with A sus2, but we are starting with A minor. Then A sus2, then A sus4, back to A minor. Okay. So that's the intro part. The verse part is made of... I forgot to say, to go from the intro into the verse part, we have a little change, which is this one. So this kind of chords, introduces the verse part. So I'll play it again from the C add 9, going into the verse. We have this change. The change is made of A minor and G/B, which is essentially a G chord, yeah, with a B note on the bass. So we have our little finger on the 3rd fret on the B string and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and we get that chord. So A minor, G/B. Cool. And then after that we are ready to go into the verse, which is made of C major, G/B, A minor. So the picking pattern is the same we used for the intro. So we have that A minor at the end is played twice. So we have again C major, G/B, A minor, twice. Notice that in the A minor I play the high E string instead for the first part, just because it goes better, it goes well with the vocals. So you know, they have the same kind of the same melody. So then we go into G major, which we can play just by placing our third finger on the third fret of the low E string. And since we are playing a note on the low E string, this time we are playing low E string and B string together. And then the rest stays the same. So we have G major. Then we're going to D minor 7. So this chord is made by playing the first fret on the B and E strings, okay, and then the second fret on the G string. So we have the first fret on the E string, the first fret on the B string, and the second fret on the G string. So 1, 1, 2. That's our chord, D minor 7. And the way we're going to play with the right hand is we're going to pick the D string and the E strings together first. Then G, B, D, E, G, B. So our bass this time is on the D string, because that's a D minor 7 chord. Cool. And then after that we go back to A minor twice. Okay, so I'm gonna play the whole verse again for you. Okay, then after that we go into the chorus, which is our final part, and the chorus is made of D/F sharp, which is our first chord, and this chord is essentially a D major chord but with the F sharp on the bass. So we have our first finger on the second fret on the low E string, our second finger on the second fret of the G string, and our third finger on the third fret of the B string. And our right hand this time is playing low E and B strings together, then D, G, low E, B, D, G. So the pattern is still the same. What changes only is the bass. This time the bass is on the low E string, so that's why we're gonna play this string instead. So cool. After that we go into a G major chord. And then into a A minor chord twice. So again we have D/F sharp, G major, A minor twice. Right, Alright, so in the chorus this whole progression of 3 chords is played twice. So we have... Then one more time. Cool. So at the end of the chorus we have the same change we used to do before the first verse, which is A minor, G/B, yeah? Which introduces the second verse this time. The only difference is this time the change is played with the hammer-on. So hammer-on on the A minor chord. So we literally hammer the first fret with our first finger on the B string. So instead of going this second time, we're going. Yeah, so this gives a little bit more taste to the song, you know. So I'll play the chorus one more time with that change at the end. Cool. And then after that it goes into the second verse, which we already know. Okay, so these are the 3 parts all together. I'm gonna play one last time all the 3 parts together, so you can hear how the whole songs, how the whole thing sounds basically. So I'm gonna start with the intro, then verse, and then chorus. Cool. So that's the whole thing. Make sure you practice this really slowly first, so you can get the finger pattern, the right hand pattern, really good and precise. Yeah. And just a note: the only thing that changes really in this pattern is the bass note. Okay. So the order of the finger is the same, but depending on which chord you are playing, you will change the bass note. For example, if you're playing a C major, the bass will be on the A string. But if you're playing a D/F sharp, the bass will be on the low E string. So you will play this string instead. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna of course keep you posted and updated with new videos soon. So I'll catch you soon, and bye.